YouTube, it should be asking you guys for permission.
Yep.
In 1 second. You see it, Henry?
Yeah.
All right, so you just say yes to that, then we
got
can
it.
go. Okay.
No, got it. Okay.
Excellent. All right, everyone. Your host, Cy Smith, coming to you on the third Saturday of June, and I'm privileged to have two our superstars on with me. So it's 3 black males on. Tomorrow is Juneteenth, and we're going to be talking about and voting on 7 directions for next year for black males. And so this is something that eventually we want to see black males physically come to Gary, Indiana next June, book hotels, stay at our brother Henry's place. His place will be fully ready to go by then. And then we go really sit around the table and go over what we're going over right here today, but it'll be more in a physical sense. And of course, we're going to spend dollars with black entrepreneurs, black business people while we in town. And that's the goal. We want to use these weekly conventions so that we can circulate money with each other, we can travel, and we can create vibrancy in Black America. That's what we're doing here. And so what we're about to go through right now is a formality, because we need you guys to see what it looks like when it do work physically. That's why we're going to go through it real quickly and vote on it. So before I get started, let's go around and let's hear from our leaders, our superstars. If you, Charles, can lead us with, you know how we do our introductions, and we go from there.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Charles Robinson. I am governor with National Block Club of the Chicago area, Roseland area, rather in Chicago, of 60628 zip code. I am connected to South Africa. I mean, not South Africa. Dallas is my sister city. And South Africa is my African country that I'm connected to. All 3 of those are connected to each other. Okay, what I want to see before I leave this planet is us as a black people getting ourselves to a better economic, a better social, and just taking our rightful place on the world stage.
All right, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right, so Henry, I know you ain't got to go through everything Governor Charles went through, but state your name, how long you been living in Gary, because that's where all the conventions will run out of, Gary, and then what you want to see happen before God call you home.
Okay. My name is Henry Kemp. I'm originally from Augusta, Georgia, but I'm here. I've been in Gary since '68. I am president of the Indiana Culture and Arts Society, which is a newly organization getting ready to launch, so that we can fulfill my lifelong thing that I would love to happen before I die, is turn this area into a culture arts village. The house that I'm redoing is from Denise Williams' father estate, and she also stayed here at times. So this is my lifelong dream, and that's where I am. Good enough?
Sad, we ain't lose you, did we?
Huh?
I don't know, Henry. We might
Alongside.
Yeah, we might have lost him, but he'll pop right back on.
Yeah.
Probably you know,
got to call an interruption or something, yeah.
Right, doing YouTube and trying to do this is kind of hard, because sometimes it depends. And you know, with Gary, it's the internet, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the internet, yeah. Because sometimes, if you move to a certain spot, it might, you know, start giving you some trouble.
Yeah. Well, there's certain indications of tampering, you know, and you know, and so we've been monitoring anyhow. Okay.
Hey, we gotta know we ain't the one who put these airwaves together.
No, no.
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, make no mistake. You know what you know now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Actually, my wife is gonna come on to read the agenda items. I brought all the paperwork, Henry, except the one I needed. so,
Okay.
so, but
Okay.
let's do this because she's gonna tap in. I just text her the link so she can get on. So this
Did you
month.
hear my introduction? That's what we were the question and reply, whether or not you heard them. Yeah.
Oh no, I heard you. No, you hit it.
Okay. Okay.
So this month we did the accountings convention, which was June 4th, Saturday, June 4th. June 11th, we did the graduates convention. So all the people that's graduated, honoring them. And then today is June 18th, where it's the men's convention. And then next Saturday is the engineers and technology convention, all here in Gary, Indiana. So it's a big deal that we go through this formation that we're going through right now. All right, so let's get started. The way we are gonna structure this is there are 7 regions that we have America organized in. We have Gary, Chicago, Atlanta as the most important out of the 7 regions. Gary, Chicago, Atlanta. Gary because 8 out of 10 people here is Black, so it's a Black city. Chicago because it's the 3rd largest city and there's over 788,000 Black people in Chicago, so that's a big deal. And then Atlanta, because Atlanta got 281,000 Black people in it, and altogether 3 million Black people in the whole state. So Gary, Chicago, Atlanta is important for anything we do as a people, just because of the numbers. And then we have Miami, Birmingham, and New Orleans. That's another region. Miami, Birmingham, New Orleans. Then we have Detroit, St. Louis, and Milwaukee. That's the 3rd region. Then we have Dallas and Memphis, 4th region. We got LA and San Diego, both California. That's another region. We have Kansas City, Missouri, St. Paul, Minnesota, and Cleveland, Ohio. And the final region that we have is the biggest one, is Boston, Philadelphia, DC, Norfolk, Virginia, and New York City. So those are our 7 regions. We're working on having regional leaders in every one of those areas. I see my wife join. She said, "Where's the agenda?" So if you look on the floor, baby, I have it's the one that say landscapers, or it's the one that says lawnmowers. It's the same format. We just go replace whatever the subject is with Black men. Right on the
All
floor.
right, so I have it.
Yay! It's just me, you, Charles, and Henry on here in this, but it's on the internet, so it is being live.
So this is you just to make sure it says 28 landscaping topics.
Right. So we're gonna replace everything landscaping with men, and then we're gonna vote. I'm gonna write down the times that we're voting, you guys, because this is official. And then next year we'll make it better. So Mimi, you read the topic, and then we'll decide. And I'm gonna write down the exact times and everything. So Mimi, you go ahead and read it.
So this is Gary, Chicago, and Atlanta region, the GCA. And the first topic is men being safer at work. The second topic is men and abusive spouses. Number 3 is men and their clerical responsibilities, and men in incarceration.
All right. So what just happened? Because Charles kind of heard this before. Henry, this is your first time. So out of these 4 subjects, we got to pick right now which one we think should be the focus for the rest of this year until we meet again at the next convention next June. So one more time, Mimi, read them for us to vote on right now.
Men being safer at work, men and abusive spouses, men and their clerical responsibilities, and men and incarceration. Excuse me for my voice, it's really scratchy right now, but men and incarceration.
Excellent. All right, you guys, I take the lead. I want to go with men and being safer, men being safer. That's my vote. What's yours, Charles? And we need to read it again. Feel free, we can read it again.
Man in incarceration.
Oh, okay. So Charles, Aaron, Henry, what's yours?
Well, mine would definitely be men in abuse.
Men and abuse. All right,
Right.
we have a problem.
Wow, we have an issue.
We have a problem here, so we got to break the tie
Okay.
here.
Now, each one of us has to debate, on why they chose their topic.
There you go. So
Okay.
the reason I say safer because so many black men are being killed out here. So that's the reason I say that being safer is just the black male death is unacceptable to me.
Okay. Okay. Charles, you was next.
Oh, you want me to go next?
Yeah,
Okay.
you had to.
So yeah, you know what? I kind of was leaning towards because I'm just gonna say real quick. Me and my wife was discussing the very thing that you picked, Henry. Spousal abuse, because
Yeah.
it can happen to a man too. You know, and I felt we had a strong conversation about my whole thing is especially with us as blacks. I just got to tap into that. It's all men, but I'm just looking at right now because you got three of us on the phone, and we could either agree or disagree with this. That some of our, just looking at your parents, for instance, and how they move. You know, when you young, and and how do they relationship? What is love and all of that? You know, some of them things we don't find out till later with us because and I'm just saying from where my platform is okay, how much love have you seen between your mother and your father if they were together when you were young, or how were you loved? What taught you about love? And some of these are problematic things when we you could go into a lot of issues of why people can't, why, and especially in the black communities, why we can't love each other because got women that have been raped and abused, and so have men, and you got a lot of things. Yeah.
Excuse me, child. Excuse me, child. But this is something that we got. This is something that we got to really be important about. The expression of, giving your answer. Not to cut you off, but your point is well taken. And now it's my turn for the vote, so we can get the vote carried.
Okay.
Well, I think we already know, Henry. Charles just sided with you, so go ahead and state your case, though.
Okay, because I think it's important, and I feel as if the main significance of it all is incarcerations, the work safer. All this stems from the family relationship, and the woman is not given all props. So that we getting off the track with with the offsprings of it. So I chose that because I think women need more respect. We need to respect our women more, and we need to cut back on this type of thing so it won't target off other things like that. So that's that's where
it won. It passed, so that's what the focus is going to be. So our T-shirts are going to be made up dealing with next year's agenda, black males in these abusive relationships. So 1031 that passed. Mimi, what's next?
All right, so the next one is Miami, Birmingham, and New Orleans, MBN region. And the topics are men and toxic food intake, men and toxic food intake, men in restaurants, meaning restaurants owner, I think, men and positive effects on traveling, and men and negative marketing branding. So those are the four.
Okay.
Toxic food intake, restaurants, positive effects on traveling, and negative marketing branding.
Excellent. Now let me break that down so y'all know why those topics are what we're deciding here. If we really had our black men here from Miami, Birmingham, and New Orleans, Miami is our national headquarters for all marketing. Birmingham is our national headquarters for all food. New Orleans is our national headquarters for all travel. So they would have been off to the side voting on which of those four will be the focus for that whole region. So we're playing Miami, Birmingham, New Orleans Black men right now. So we're voting as if we are them because they're not on right now. So I start off, I say I will kick off with men and the positive effects of traveling. So that's what my vote is. Who's next?
Can you say why, Sayron?
Well, let's see. Let's see what everybody say, because if everybody's in agreement, then we might not have to do it. That'll save us some time.
Well, I would go number one, food intake.
Well, it look like we're gonna be voting. All right. All right, Charles, what you got?
Well, you did say business, right, Jamaica?
Yeah.
I said negative marketing and branding.
I'll go with negative marketing and branding.
All right, so we gotta debate it again.
Another debate.
So the reason I say men and toxic food intake is because of, as you know, our health, man. We dying way quicker than we need to. So that's the real reason why I would pick that one.
Okay, well, that was my pick as well. I mean, I didn't.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I had you down here. Oh no, that's right. That's your. Well, I guess mine was about traveling, but I'm gonna concede you, Henry, for the sake of the vote. I'm gonna concede. So Charles, go ahead and go with yours.
I picked the negative marketing and branding because all that kind of ties in to me. I mean, with the food and everything else. I mean, we just go along with whatever because we ain't branding and marketing nothing.
All right, well, you lost, Governor. Sorry.
Yep. That's
Hey, look, Miami gonna be rooting for you because that's their subject matter. That's their field. So Miami will be cheering for you, but maybe next year. Mimi.
Yeah.
Okay. So third one, DSM region, that is Detroit, St. Louis, and Milwaukee. So man and home repair concerns, man and vehicle repairs, man and laws, and man and arts.
Okay, can you read that first one? I didn't even get the first one.
Man and home repair concerns.
Okay, right. Okay. And the second was men and auto and home car repairs.
Yeah, vehicle repairs, and then laws, men and laws, and then men and art.
Okay, so let me tell y'all why each of those. So Detroit is our national headquarters for all things dealing with hands-on trades, carpenters, bricklayers, plumbers, auto mechanics. Then St. Louis is our national headquarters for all lawyers. So that's why you see men and lawyers. And then Milwaukee is our national headquarters for all art. So architects, design, all architectural design and stuff like that. So that's why y'all see those out of the ones that we get to vote on. So I kick us off again. In this regard, I'm gonna say men and home repairs. So that's what Sai say. What do you have in this, Henry?
Well, I have to agree with you on that one.
Charles, what you say?
I was going with laws.
Man, Charles, you want to state your piece, even though we got the totals now?
Once again, I look at tie-in, all that tie-in. You the name to tie it into that to me. I mean, because we don't create laws and make laws. That's like how we get out of the construction business. The simple fact it's hard for us to get permits, and they know we're the less power economically and stuff like that. To me,
but St. Louis is gonna love you just like Miami loved you since you did pool for them. So, what's the next one, Mimi?
The KSC region, which is Kansas City, Cleveland, and St. Paul. Men and student debt, men in education, men in exercise, and men in emotional health.
All right. So let's break down why those are on there. Kansas City, Missouri is our headquarters for all education, all the teachers, all the students. Kansas City, Missouri is. St. Paul, Minnesota is our headquarters for all politics. And then Cleveland is our headquarters for all doctors and dentists. So that's why you see those subject matters. So we can, let's kick it off this time. Charles, you want to go first?
Yeah, I will. I'll say education.
All righty. So Charles is education. Henry, you want to go?
I feel as if that's a very important aspect of it, Charles, and I agree.
All righty. So that's the decision right there. So what I would say out of all of this, I guess I'm on this health piece. So I'm gonna say emotional health. So I lose in this one, and it is 10:39. We lost that one. All right, Mimi, what's the next?
But we say that, you know, in order to get any point across of what you're trying to do, you know, we have to be educated about the channels in which we're going to take. So I think that's why I felt as if education was the most important factor, because we are the less educated people, you know, that as far as, you know, getting into things and reading and asking questions and learning. You know, we have to be knowledgeable about certain things. So.
Now you on point, and St. Kansas City will love you and Charles for that, because that puts them to work. And I guess Cleveland would love the fact that I put them on with emotional health. So it's all good. Yeah. Kansas City win out. Mimi, what's the next one?
DM region, which is Dallas and Memphis. So men and nurses, nursing, men and ancestors, your ancestors, men in established media, and men use of social media.
Excellent. So here's the reason for these, y'all. So Dallas is responsible for all nurses. Dallas, Texas is our national headquarters for all nurses. And then we have Memphis as our national headquarters for all journalism, so all media. So when we say Dallas and nursing, I mean men in nursing, that's going to be a notch for Dallas to do some work. Men and our ancestors, that goes into our what our history been recorded and documented, that gets into our media, along with men and the established media, and then men in social media. So out of those four, let's take our vote, you guys. So Henry, you want to go first?
Yeah. I'll go with men in media.
Uh-oh, I didn't hear you.
Education and men in media, history.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in social media or in the white man's media?
No, that's social media. The one that's on what we're voting on. Yeah.
No, I just said because, you know, the media, they views is mainly dominated by white journalists. It's not really black people journalists. So that's why I asked that. But okay, so you talking social media?
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Charles, what you?
I had to go with ancestors.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That was the one that I was saying about, because, you know, our ancestry is educating, and that's what we need to be more in tune with, how we bring those different topics. You know, how these different topics are presented, and, you know, that's through our ancestry and, you know, being educated. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with that too. So we got our first trifecta. 10:42. All right, Mimi.
Excellent. 2 more to go, fellas. 2 more to go. LS region, which is Los Angeles and San Diego. Men in movies, men in sports, men in gardening, and men in farming.
All right. So here we go. LA is our national headquarters for all entertainment. So Henry, being in his field professionally, is tied to LA from a professional standpoint. Then San Diego is our national headquarters for all farming and growing, producing our own food. So that's why y'all see them subject matter. So let's kick it off. Henry, you want to go first?
You know where I'm going. So
No, let's hear it. We on the record, man. This is on YouTube.
abstain.
No, you it's all self-interest. It's okay. Shoot.
Yeah, yeah, LA. Art. Presentation.
Wait, movie or sports? Because they both go be under
Uh,
LA.
Oh man. So that would have to be the most controversial now is about sports.
Sports, okay. All right. And then Charles, what you got?
I'm gonna go with farming.
Okay. Charles is farming. All right. And so I'm gonna go with farming too. So Henry, you take the L on that one. It's
That's all right.
10-14. So
That's okay. That's okay. I will bring it to surface.
10-44. No, we got it. Well, here's the beauty though. LA is still working on it. So these cities are still working on what the subject is, no matter how we vote on it. So it's all good. All right, Mimi.
Last but not least, BPDNN region. And that is Boston, Philly, DC, Norfolk, and New York. So men in research and landscaping, men in missing persons, men in innovation, and men in technology.
All righty. This is a good one. So let me give you what each one of these cities does. So Boston is our national headquarters for all research nationwide. Philadelphia is our research for all investigations, missing persons, unsolved crimes. DC is our national headquarters for all business. Norfolk is our national headquarters for all veterinarian animal care. And then New York is our national headquarters for all technology and engineering. So let's see, you guys. I'll vote on Charles, you want to go first?
That's a tough one. This is super tough. You're right. I had to go with me and a missing person. Was that
Okay.
it? Yeah.
Yep. So we got that one. Henry.
Yeah.
So we got research, missing person, innovation, and technology.
Since I'm in there, and strongly on how we need to be educated, I would have to go with research.
You stand along that theme there, man. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so I'm gonna go with missing persons here. So missing persons will have it at 10:46. We just completed this year's men's summit. Thank you, Jamaica, my wife, for coming through with those subject matters. Y'all got any words for my wife before she cut off?
Well, I'm glad your voice kind of cleared up there some as we were going along.
I'm sorry, I was having
That's all right. How you doing?
couple of struggling days. I was struggling for days.
That's
But
okay.
happy Father's Day, fathers. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are strong. You guys are intelligent. You guys are purposeful, and you are needed. You are so needed. So I honor you today as fathers. So have a blessed day and have a blessed Father's Day tomorrow.
Thank you, Jamaica. Thank you.
All right, so let's close up, you guys. I want to just get you guys' thoughts on this. As you give me your thoughts on this and we're capturing the thoughts, imagine us being under one roof, men from all 20 cities, and we breaking up into our groups based on our city, and we coming back with the subjects we just voted on so that we can all then finally agree on what the national agenda would be. Out of these already decided 7 different agendas, what is the national agenda? So first, let's get your thoughts, and then we go vote on the national agenda for all 7 regions together. So let's kick it off with Charles. What's your take on this whole piece here we just went through?
Well, it's a powerful, I feel that's empowering us as a people to clear up some of the things that we as men, I'll say should be. I'm gonna go with Henry on education. Because the simple fact we need to educate each other. And it's purposeful because that way we can move forward our own ball instead of rolling with somebody else's ball.
Right.
You know, I love it. It's exciting, and I'll say the most important.
No, we're gonna say that. We're gonna say that, Governor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
So yeah, go ahead.
All right, Henry, what you got? What
Uh,
imagine us
I-
all being in one room.
Yeah. Okay. I feel very honored to be in the midst of you two, and I'm proud and glad to be a part of this. And I think that targeting with the topic that you had, I would love to see it transpire. I would love to be a part of it. Okay.
Yes.
And you know, I feel very strongly now, out of the past years, this time. I'm, you know, I had a lot of things that happened to me since I turned 73, but this is the most dynamic and expiring thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
some bad things that happened to me, but this has picked me up. Okay. This
Yeah.
one kind of cover some of the wounds and making me stronger to move on.
No, I
Thank you.
love it. I love it.
I love you,
And for
brother.
me,
Okay.
I would say the most important. I want to say first, it's an honor having y'all jump on last minute. You guys, they didn't know, they got last minute, they got on. So that's powerful that they carved out time. And as y'all can see, we conducted real business. This was real agenda. We went through real things right now, and it's called all remotely. And just imagine when we all under one roof and we get the fellowship with each other, then go into breakout sessions and discuss real things like we just did, and then come back and do what we're about to do, vote on the national agenda. That's going to move us forward in all 20 cities around America, our men. And next week, the engineers are going to come together and do the same thing. So we as a people are on our way to something that's going to be fantastic when you got people traveling, moving around, coming to Gary to conduct real business, then go back home and carry out that business. Like you say, Henry, I'm excited. And the money is going to follow. That dollar is going to be traveling, supporting Black businesses when you hit these cities. So full force forward. So let's, I'm gonna read to y'all the 7 subjects that won. Those are the only ones that can be up for consideration right now. So we have the opportunity to vote on men and abusive spouses. We have a chance to vote on men and toxic food intake. We have a chance to vote on men and home repair, dealing with working on home repairs. We have a chance to vote on men and education. We have a chance to vote on men and our history in terms of our ancestors. We have a chance to vote on men and farming. We have a chance to vote on men and missing men. So out of those 7, what should be our national agenda from now until next June when we get back together?
Okay.
Who want to go first?
You're referring to a topic?
We got to decide. So nominate your number 1 that everyone should work on. Each one of these, they go work on in their cities already. But what would be our national agenda? Out of these 7 topics.
Mm-hmm. Well, all important, but what stands out the most would be I am from Georgia, so you know I grew up under James Brown, and my ringtone is people, we got to get over before we go under. You know, we got to plan our food. Okay, naturally. Okay, so I'm going with the most important thing I feel is our intake, our body intake, which would be coming from the farmers. You know?
So men and food intake?
No, I'm saying the farmers.
Oh, men and farm. Okay, all right, I got you. Men and farming. All right.
Yeah, see, so that we can yeah. Okay.
No, I got you. All right, Charles, which one you got? Governor Charles, you there? You with us?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
you hear me now? Yeah,
Yep.
I said these are some tough subjects, and I mean all of them. I agree with Henry. All of them are good, but I'm gonna have to go with ancestors because to me, ancestors. I mean that's the window to the past, which to me could teach us cultivation and what we doing as far as with ourselves. You know, that's a kind of window, back window to open up the future for me. Yeah.
Right.
That's
My number one would be men and home repairs. And my reason for that is because I know how hard we need to stop other ethnic groups from making money off us. And I think people need an outlet change, painting, that's an immediate thing we can fix and stop bleeding money to other cultures, taking money out of our neighborhood. So that's my core. So now we got to come back around second round and see if one is potentially able to move.
Well, I'm kind of agree with Charles on that.
Okay, so that's what it would be then. So here we got Henry and Charles voted on, and it passed at 10:54 p.m. The national agenda is men and looking at our ancestors and the role that they played. So that's our national agenda, fellas. Thank you. We just decided if we was all together after this, we'll go to the concert and then we'll go out for drinks and then everyone will go home on Sunday. All right. Any closing remarks? Anybody?
Yeah, I would like to say, based upon my interests and how it conflicts with, conjuncts with other interests, to see this project here in this area develop, into a tourist attraction, musically, artistically, will be a big jolt and a big economic boost and job creator for this area, along with it being looked at as Michael Jackson's home, and how people from all over the world want to come here.
Yep.
So, the attraction of this particular thing that sticks out with me the most is how we can do all the things that we have on the agenda, and having those types of seminars and workshops, to take place on this type of scale, put Gary, man, and the king of the Midwest. Okay, so I just want to express that.
Ain't that powerful? Ain't that powerful? And what you just said, Henry, keep in mind, Africa. Charles can tell you this. Africa right now know about what we're doing here today. Africa does. They literally made signs up saying men's meeting, men's convention today. Like they really that's a picture of it right there. They in Nigeria right now is our communication headquarters globally. They know every weekend which Gary convention is kicking off. All the way 7,000 miles away. Every weekend they post these signs right here.
Yeah, because people all over the world already know, Gary and his ancestry as far as blacks, and how they struggled, man, through this place here, and made it what it is. But then they're not taking advantage of it; they're destroying it. So we got to bring it back to life.
Last question for you, Henry, just so you know, Charles know this. All of this works. All of this works when people release $1 a month. What do you think about that?
I think that I told you my first expression was I see where we are overall, and I see how it could magnify, and I'm so excited. I ain't gonna say it no more. Y'all ain't gonna rub my blood pressure up. Hey, let's go. I can move slow and I can move fast, and I keep up with the average. So
that's it. Hey. Charles, what you got about how all this comes to fruition when we get people to release this $1 a month? 1 million black people, $1 million a month. It's just $1. Don't hurt nobody, but that $1 million is going to create travel to Gary, Chicago for the convention summit. What do you think about that to close us out?
Hey, my brother Si. I love this thing for years. that we got. You know, I mean, it's so powerful because it touches everything in our lives. And this is something that's not forced. It's something we do daily. We talking about daily living. We do economics, we do safety, we do education. This we do family, we do health, and we do youth. So this is all tied into average stuff we do. That's how simple. It's simple. It's
Yeah.
actually simple. And I love the agenda, just like Henry feeling empowered. I feel real empowered that we just did this thing, and it should unite all around the United States. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It's a thing of beauty to see men, as they say, come together. I mean, this is what together looks like. I mean, men agreeing on it and then coming up with the national thing that we want to discuss with no friction. I love it. But I want to say one other thing. Anybody out there listening, just as I say, the donation is simple. $1 from every adult every month. $1. $1 can change us with the traffic. With everything we trying to tie into with all these career fields. That's stuff we do, guys. So if we don't invest in ourselves, that's ludicrous to me. So if you
Well,
want to invest, if you want to invest in all of us, I'm talking about yourself, the people that's listening,
well
please
said,
uh,
Charles.
please subscribe to National Block Club University and drop that donation. Just Google, Si, you want to give them the information of where they could drop that dollar?
www.nationalblockclubuniversity.com, www.nationalblockclubuniversity.com. Yes, sir.
If
Yep.
you can, give to donations to save the cats and dogs and all this other stuff that but you can't give a donation, $1 donation. Something wrong with your your thinking. So come on and get that money in, and it's not that important to you, but it's very important to us as a structure.
And I'm gonna say this: they killed 10 people down in New Orleans, and the people so hopeless. Some of the people said on camera, they said, "Ain't nothing gonna help. These kids are out of school. They ain't got nothing to do. This gonna be a long summer." See, I think differently. I think if they pull their dollars together, them kids can be traveling up here one weekend after the next, coming to these conventions, being able to be exposed, travel, get out the neighborhood, meet new people. I believe that travel is the key. And when they travel up here, they're gonna be connected with, if they want to be a carpenter, when they get up here, we're gonna link them with the carpenter. They want to be a teacher, link them with the teacher. So they go increase their personal network. They go see something grow, develop. So I believe these conventions are gonna change New Orleans, Detroit, Memphis, all them places when they all are excited about collecting that dollar so that they can travel to GI. And of course,
Hey,
Chicago.
I second that agreement because I was in Walmart in Chicago yesterday, and I had the murder sheets with me. I happened to have them, and I engaged this young lady. We got to talking about the food and how it's killing us. I mean, which is a big concern. Because I was picking up some, like that juice. It's not juice, but it's concentrated with vegetables and all this in it. So I can't eat my fruits and juice like I want to all the time. So I drink them. So we was just talking about the health thing of it. And then I was telling her about, we have a health day with NBCU, and she had a son with her, which he just graduated out of 8th grade. So I was talking about NBC and what we could do for him for travel. And this lady, after we got through talking, she jumped. She said, "Where's your card at? Give me a card." So I had to I don't carry around cards, so I give people the website. It's National Block Club. Google the whole word, National Block Club University. Google that word. We very approachable. You can approach us. We're not like you got to stand in line and do this and that and the other. It's easy, simple.
Yeah.
Text us.
So, thank you for that, man. That's it. Listen, it's for everybody. And so we just go rock and roll. But thank y'all. We did it in 1 hour. So let's conclude. We'll talk offline, fellas.